Hey guys, got one of these mini excavators that's still pretty jerky. I've got the springpilot.com sent to me, and we're going to try them out and see if it makes any difference on this machine. If that's something you're interested in, stick around. Let's find out. Hey guys, welcome back. So a little while ago I did a video about putting in some springs into the pilot control system of here. Everyone knows if you buy one of these mini excavators, there's no tension spring in here, and so really to get that finesse to work with your operation, it's very easy to quickly hit those controls and cause that jerkiness to happen. So you can slow that down a little bit by putting some tension into here. I tempted to go purchase a set from that springpilot.com back in the time, but with the exchange and the duty and everything else to get it was pretty expensive. So I found a set on Amazon that were pretty much the same specs that what I could find at the time. I put those in. They made a decent amount of difference on the machine. They were able to give me some more control when I was actually using it. Guys out at springpilot.com reached out to me, and they offered to send me a set of their new Gen 3 that they've just completed, and we'll go through the differences of what I can find on the two springs. But what we're going to do is I'm going to set one set of springs into one side and leave the other set of springs in the other side and see what kind of tension difference I can find, and we're going to see if it's worth the price of admission. So these can tend to be a little bit more expensive to get to Canada. That's where I'm at, and duty itself just to bring across the border was like, I don't know, $39 Canadian, or so, just in the duty charges, not including exchange and the actual price of them. But we'll take a look, see if that works out, see if it's actually worth the money to spend that little extra cost to get those up here to Canada. And I'll give you an honest opinion if it's worth that, or should you just stick with the cheaper Amazon version that is pretty inexpensive, coming in at $12 for the set. So we'll see how that works out. So let's go take a look at the two of these and see what differences we can find, and then we'll set one into one of the controls and test it out, see how it goes. Okay guys, you can see there's a definite difference between the two springs just in visuals. Okay, so on the right, this is the version that I got from Amazon. They were say like $12. I'll leave a link in the description for these as well. But it's just a compression spring. It says 1.2 millimeters. There's 10 pieces in there. This is that spring here, and these are the ones from springpilot.com. Immediately, you can see a actual size difference on these two units. The thickness of this wire compared to here is, I would say, at least 50% more. Overall height, there's a definite distinction there. So the height comparison looks like another probably 2 millimeters higher, I would estimate. So I'm going to put them on the scale, on the ruler here. We're looking at approximately 16, almost 17 millimeters in length, whereas these are coming in at 15. So approximately 2 millimeters difference in height. I can see one thing that makes the new generation is this plastic sleeve. Now I believe this is to protect the plunger in the pilot spring control to keep the spring itself from wearing on the plunger. We'll have a look at that when we actually get it apart and see how that fits in there. I think it's a pretty good idea. I did hear guys talking about them worried about the springs actually scratching that and causing those pilot controls to leak, so that's something to definitely consider. You can see also the difference in the diameter of the actual springs, so there's a bit more tension going to be allowed there, I think. So it should be interesting once we get them inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the springs out of the right hand side. We're going to put Spring Pilot springs in here, and I'm going to leave the other side for now, and then I'm going to try to operate the machine, and we'll see if I can feel that difference in the tension and see if there's a significant difference between the two. If you've never taken these apart, they're super simple. One Allen key up front. We're going to take this Allen key out. It's going to lift up the top. We're going to be able to pull the rubber back, be able to access the springs, switch them out. It goes pretty quick. You don't need to remove these side ones, just this front one. One bolt, that's all it's going to take. So you can see I pulled the springs up. Here's the old ones here. They just sit on top of these plungers. So the previous ones I had put a little dollop of grease onto each one of those. So they're still kind of greasy in there, nothing to worry about there. So it just pops off. That's the old one. And here's one of the first new ones. Slides right on there. There's definitely some more tension at the top here, some more because they're taller, right? So that's going to seem to be put more immediate response onto the pilot control immediately. So rather than having to take up a little bit of slack, so that should be good. Okay, first impressions, right off the bat, I would say there's at least 40% more tension felt now in that control than the left control. So the right one you can definitely feel, because I still have the springs on this one, so it has that advantage of having some of that tension in there already. But this one, you've actually got to put a little effort in there to actually move it. And I think that's going to make a pretty good difference when you're actually trying to operate the machine. So let me fire this thing up and see what happens. So immediately way less mental effort when you're operating these controls. If you operate these for any length of time, you'll constantly have to think about how much pressure you're putting onto that particular cylinder and particular operation. This helps to kind of take that back a little bit so that you've got a little bit of tension there. It's going to be a little more forgiving. The left side has some help there, but compared to the right side, there's a definite difference. So I'm going to put the springs on the other side, and then we're going to really kind of play with this as well. So well, guys, so in my previous video, when I put the other springs into this unit, I found that they made probably a 30 to 40% reduction in the play and the slop that I had in the joysticks, and that was, made a significant amount of difference that allowed you to at least having to smooth things out a little bit. But it still required you to really concentrate on how much you were actually going to move those joysticks. The gens that are in here now, I would say they add another 30 to 40 to 50% of tension into those joysticks. So now it's really responsive, and it takes some of that thought process out where you got to think, oh, don't push too hard, because it's already pushing back on you. So it allows you to more concentrate about what you're operating in the front rather than how you're operating the joysticks. So kudos and my hat's off to Spring Pilot guys. They did a really good job. I definitely would recommend these. I would recommend a spring or some kind of a system within these pilot controls regardless. I think anything's going to help. What I would suggest is that if you don't have access to the Gen 3s for whatever reason, either financial or geography kind of thing, the Amazon ones are definitely going to help you out and are going to give you some of that forgiveness to run your machine a little smoother. But if you got access, I highly recommend going that route. They do have a discount code if you put in Hacks and Projects. They will give you a little bit off there to help you out on that cost there. So I'm going to say this is a win for everybody with these machines and a win for Spring Pilot. So good job, guys. If you got any questions, comments, go ahead and leave them down below. Otherwise, like, subscribe, do all those other things, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.